I'll be showing you the iPad soundboard that I made for the zombie board game Last Night on Earth. Flying Frog made a great game, and clearly the mood and theme were important to them. The artwork is fantastic, and the scenarios and events in the game really feel like you're in a B horror movie. They even included a CD with the game to help with the mood, but sadly, it doesn't seem like they broke the bank when they made the soundtrack. This soundboard is here to enhance the events of the game and make it really feel like you're in a zombie movie. So when you start it up, see the background music fades in automatically, but the volume will almost mute whenever you play any other sound. This way it gives the sound center stage. And then, after a second, the background music fades back in. Each survivor has their own search buttons, which plays a random sound when they search, and then opens up the item window. When you select an item, the item has a unique addition sound. This is often different than the sound it makes when you use it. For instance, when Sheriff Anderson, a real man of action, adds his revolver, he first loads the bullets and then spins the chamber. Now that he has his item, you can press it to use it. If the sheriff picks up another item, the app automatically sorts it so that the weapons are on the right, so that you don't go over your 2-weapon limit. The two-handed weapons are stretched to visually take up 2 weapon slots. This way, again, you're reminded that it takes up 2 weapon slots and you can't add another weapon. Didn't happen. Each item can be broken or destroyed by dragging the button and then releasing it rather than just pressing it. The item will play a unique breaking sound. Let's say Jake finds a chainsaw. Searches, and there's the chainsaw. So then the addition sound will be starting the chainsaw. Now when he uses it, it plays a different sound. And when it runs out of gas, it makes yet another sound. Guns typically run out of ammo rather than break. You can change your survivors at any time, but this doesn't happen all that much, so these rare events are tucked away down here in a separate menu, so that you don't, say, accidentally kill or reset survivors. We kind of keep these hidden away. Here's the survivor button. And here you can change. You can also kill a survivor, which makes the character no longer available to select and plays the appropriate death scene. Let's change him to somebody else. How about Sally? Or Rochelle? Each survivor has a set of phrases that they say depending on the situation. The top left button is a positive saying, such as when you find an item or kill a zombie.
Hot damn!
The second button is for negative sayings, say for when you're surrounded, lose an item, or any other bad thing happens.
What the hell?
The third button is for funny or random sayings. These didn't really fit the other categories and can be played whenever it's a player's turn.
Unbelievable. This is terrifying! I still got it.
Do I look stupid? You did not just say that.
Please, I need some assistance.
I'd give you a big hug, but you'd probably snap in too.
Oh, wait a darn sec.
Excuse me?
I thought I was a goner.
Say what? If it's in my way, I'm gonna hit it.
Want a piece of this?
You did not just say that.
Wish I had my beer.
I'd give you a big hug, but you'd probably snap in too. You're not bad for a little white boy.
The last button is for screams. Each survivor has several screams that should be used when they take damage.
Ugh! It hurts! Get off me!
Get these things away! Get these things away! Ah! No! No, no! Help!
Oh, no, you didn't.
Let's get some new survivors in here. These sounds help enhance the feeling that you're stuck in a game with B horror movie stereotypical characters.
Bitchin'. Sick. OMG.
Butter my butt. Those zombies are everywhere, like fleas on that old hound. Tarnation. That's just great.
But the heroes don't get to have all the fun. The zombie player has sounds for the most common zombie events on the right. Erg is a common fight card. But it could also be used pretty much any time a zombie does anything, really. Another fight card is... This sound effect is from the classic scene from Return of the Living Dead.
Who's there?
My group loves it so much that we use it all the time. Typically, every time a zombie moves, he's screaming for brains. But when a zombie shambles, he goes from a classic Romero slow zombie into a fast infected, which you see all the time in more modern movies like 28 Days Later and World War Z. Sacrilege, I say. Zombies should be slow. There's also Lights Out. Locked Door. And a dun 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 that can be used whenever it's appropriate. Spawn can be played when zombies spawn or a building's taken over. And finally, there's everyone's favorite card, This Could Be Our Last Night on Earth. Billy's got that creepy grin, and he's convinced Sally that the world's ending.
Hey, remember when you said you'd only sleep with me if I were the last guy on Earth?
Well, Billy, now it's his big moment. And they're both going to lose a turn doing, you know.
Oh, it feels so good. Oh.
Lastly, in the menu section, you also have control over the background music. You can turn it off if you want, and you can also turn rain on. Now, rain is a card that remains in play, and it's often easy to forget when it's raining that you're not allowed to move quite as far. So I feel as though having the rain not only adds to the mood, but also reminds you that, hey, these heroes don't get to move as much as they used to. Of course, you could always turn it off. And you could just add the background music too if you want. I also have an iPhone version that only fits one character at a time due to the size constraints, but it works mostly the same. Here you just change who you're looking at.
I'm feeling seriously emo.
And it works just fine, all the same sounds are there, but there's nothing like a nice big iPad for a soundboard. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this soundboard. If anyone at Flying Frog sees this, please feel free to contact me if you'd like to test it out, or if you'd like to work on something together. And of course, you could see my other soundboards, such as Betrayal at House on the Hill, and coming up Battlestar Galactica board game, over at breakingcode.net. Thanks for watching.